Hey, welcome to Hot at Home, your questions answered. All right, today we've got a question from a subscriber that says, are there certain exercises that people with certain body types should do or avoid? In other words, like people with pear shape, hips are bigger than upper body, it's something that you should avoid or need. Well, I mean, it depends on what your goal is. I'm assuming that your goal is that you want a more symmetrical body and you don't want your hips to be as wide and you want to be more sort of classic shaped. So rather than trying to like pick a bunch of different exercises certain body types should do or not do, I'd like to talk a little bit about spot reduction, and that is not possible. So if you do have larger hips and you're working on a hip adductor machine, working away at your hips, trying to lifting your legs sideways, up and down, up and down, up and down, constantly on that machine you always find in the gym in the ladies area. I don't know why I don't put it in the public area, but it's always in the ladies area. Anyway, if you're working away on that machine and your goal is to make your hips smaller, I would say stop doing that because you're probably not making your hips smaller. For starters, if you can't burn, there's not one single weight training exercise that you can do that burns fat in one specialized localized area of your body. It doesn't happen that way. When you lose fat all over. So use strength training, resistance training, weight training, whatever you want to call it, to build sexy muscle. Do it for sure, but be realistic that what you're doing is you're building muscle. You're not burning fat. So when you're wheeling away on the hip adductor machine, you could potentially be making your hips bigger by making the muscle bigger. So I'm not saying don't use it at all. If you want to build some sexy muscle there, that's great, but be realistic in that the fat on your hips isn't going to burn off from doing that exercise. So if you're trying to make your hips smaller, you need to work on fat burning exercises as well. Once the fat comes off, then you'll see some sexy tone in your hip muscles that way. But if you're not doing anything else to lose fat and you're just working away at the hip adductor machine, chances are good that you're going to stay the shape you are, and in fact you may make your hips bigger. So be very careful with that strategy because it could be really to your detriment. And the same is true for every other body part. So if you want to make your stomach smaller, doing a bajillion crunches isn't going to help you. You have to do something to burn fat. Get your calories below maintenance. Do cardio that burns fat. Just lying on the floor doing a million crunches doesn't burn fat off your body, no matter how much you want to believe that it will, it won't. So, same with your legs and your arms and your butt. Doing a million squats. Well, I think that's an awesome idea because squats are a really great full body move, great compound move, and they will really help to make your butt perky. If you're trying to burn fat off your butt by doing squats, well, that's not going to happen. That's not how you burn fat off your butt. So again, cardio and keeping your calories below maintenance and giving your body a reason to burn the fat off your body is how you get fat off your body. So same with your shoulders. If you're doing a million shoulder exercises, you're going to wind up with great looking delts for sure. But if they're hidden under a big layer of fat that you're not burning off, then you're probably going to make your shoulders look bigger. If you're trying to make them look more, smaller and more toned, then working them out like crazy but not doing anything to burn fat isn't going to do that, because you might have great toned shoulder muscles, but they will be covered in fat, so nobody will ever see them, which will be just frustrating. Will make you frustrated every time you want to go work out. So specific exercises for specific body parts. That's something you can decide for yourself based on your own, or body shapes, pardon me. That's something you can decide for yourself based on your own body shape. If you're trying to get your hips smaller, then don't go crazy on the adductor machine. Do some adductor machine if you want to tone up your hips. But if you want to burn fat overall and do cardio. So, and if you've got an apple shape and you're trying to get fat off your stomach, then don't do a million crunches. You're just wasting your own time. So get to the whole fat burning thing, make it happen right, and get your first goal covered first. If burning fat is your goal, then do fat burning exercises, as your main priority, and then work on building the muscle that you want to show to make you look toned after the fact. So first things first, burn fat, then build muscle, that kind of thing. Don't forget that building muscle can help you burn fat, in that your muscle takes more energy to maintain just living on your body. So even when you're asleep, your body will burn more calories just maintaining your muscle. So I'm not telling you not to lift weights. Do it. Go. Lift weights. It's great for you, and it makes you give your body a fantastic shape. I just want to make sure that you're clear that lifting weights isn't a tool to spot reduce a specific area of your body. So still weight train and know that you're burning calories at a higher rate when you're even at rest. But when if you want to burn fat at an accelerated rate, also make sure you're doing the right exercises for that and keeping your calories below maintenance so your body has a reason to actually burn lots of fat at the rate you want it to, instead of wailing away on exercises that are just wasting your time and not doing what you want them to do. All right, I think I'm clear on that. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll see you here again soon. Take care.